Most smokers believe they smoke because they enjoy it. The taste, the break, the relaxation. They think it relieves stress. But here's the truth. Nicotine doesn't relax you, calm you, or make your day better. It only ends the tiny withdrawal it created in the first place. In other words, the relief you feel isn't real relief, it's the addiction resetting itself. Once you understand what's actually happening, quitting becomes a lot easier than you think. Not a fight, not a battle, not months of suffering, just a tiny shift in perspective. Stay tuned. In the next few minutes, I will show you the method that made millions quit their addiction. The big lie: smoking relaxes me. Here's the truth: every cigarette you smoke only ends the tiny withdrawal caused by the previous one. It's like having someone pinch your arm all day, and when they stop, you feel relief. You're not relaxed because of smoking. You're relaxed because you briefly stop the discomfort that smoking creates. Once you understand this, smoking stops looking like comfort and starts looking like a scam. The nicotine trap. Nicotine leaves your body fast. After about 30 minutes, your brain sends a subtle signal: hey, we're missing something. It's not a painful withdrawal, it's more like a tiny itch inside your brain. Most people don't even consciously feel it, they just smoke automatically. Over time, your brain starts associating cigarettes with everything: coffee, driving, breaks, stress, boredom, parties, work, everything. Not because smoking helps with any of those things, but because you smoke during those moments so many times that your brain glued them together. It's conditioning, not benefit. The real prison is fear. The number one reason smokers can't quit isn't addiction, it's fear. Fear of, I won't be able to relax, I'll gain weight, parties won't feel the same, I'll be miserable for months, life will be boring without cigarettes. You are trapped in a psychological cage. A cage you could walk out of at any moment, but fear convinces you to stay inside. The mindset shift that changed everything. Most people think quitting is like giving up something valuable. But that's only a belief created by addiction. Quitting doesn't take anything good away. It removes something that gave you zero real benefit. You're not losing a friend, you're ditching an unnecessary burden you've been dragging behind you for years. This is the core idea that makes quitting easy instead of terrifying. Why most quit methods don't work. Most methods, like patches, e-cigs, slowly reducing, just one day, even some medications, all share one problem. They reinforce the belief that you need nicotine. If you use a replacement, the message to your brain is, I can't live without this. I just need a healthier version. But that belief is exactly what keeps smokers stuck. Quitting becomes easier when you understand that you don't need nicotine at all. The counterintuitive trick that works. This surprises many people. You don't need to force yourself to stop immediately. In fact, the method encourages you to keep smoking while you learn how the addiction works. Why? Because it removes the pressure. You're not panicking. You're not thinking, oh no, I can't smoke anymore. Instead, you're learning the truth behind addiction while staying relaxed. And then everything will click. You realize, I don't actually want this. It doesn't do anything for me, and I'm not giving up anything valuable. That's the moment when quitting stops feeling scary and starts feeling obvious. The moment of the last cigarette. When everything finally makes sense, you pick one cigarette, the last one. Not as a sad goodbye, not as dramatic challenge, not as a wish me luck moment. It's simple. That was pointless, I am done. No tears, no panic, just clarity. This is the difference between struggling and walking out free. What happens after you quit? Your body does its thing, and it's usually much easier than people imagine. Most people don't collapse into agony, they don't lie on the floor shaking, they don't turn into monsters. Instead, the nicotine gremlin gets a little weaker every day, and then it simply disappears. Meanwhile, you start noticing real improvements, like deeper breathing, more energy, better sleep, more mental clarity, and the weirdest one, you feel free. You finally feel free. No more planning around cigarettes, no more rushing outside, no more just 5 minutes, no more hiding. No more controlling your day based on tiny cravings. The only rule after quitting. Here's the only thing you absolutely must avoid. Not even a single cigarette. There's no such thing as just one. One cigarette resets the addiction loop. One cigarette tells your brain, oh, we're smoking again? Cool, let me rebuild the craving cycle. That's why people are saying back to a pack a day in a week. It all starts with one. Freedom is a decision. And you keep that freedom by not walking back in the trap. Here's my final message. Quitting isn't about suffering. It's about willpower. It's not about being strong. It's about understanding that cigarettes never gave you anything in the first place. When you see the addiction clearly, you don't feel like you're losing something. You feel like you're finally escaping something. You stop fighting, you stop fearing, you stop craving, and suddenly you are free. If you're thinking about quitting, you absolutely can do this. The key isn't strength, it's clarity. Thanks for watching and take care of your lungs. If you're ready for quitting smoking, write in the comments, stick to grow. Then follow through, and in spring we'll talk again, but this time as non-smokers.